Guys, the Republican National Convention kicks off in Cleveland on Monday. And we've got a special guest here, Jim McQueeny, host of New Jersey Now on My 9. Jim, before we get into your perspective, I want to start with Alex, because Alex, you are headed to Cleveland on Sunday.
Well, I'm going to be going to Cleveland to bring you the coverage of the Republican National Convention all next week, both inside and outside the convention hall. Now, obviously, we know that the selection of Donald Trump is already made and that the anti-Trump forces like Steve Lonigan lost out on their rules fight this week, and so there's not going to be a floor fight at the convention to try and deny Donald Trump the nomination. However, everything's not going to be so stage managed outside. We've got people from the Black Panthers to Bikers for Trump saying they're going to come and let their pleasure or displeasure with the candidate be known, and they're going to be packing heat because of Ohio's open carry laws. I'm going to be inside and outside, bringing you what's going on the streets and what's going on the floor, meeting the people, talking to them about what they want to see come November. It should be a real interesting time.
Yeah. Now, Governor Christie was in the top 3, maybe even the top 2 to be Trump's VP pick. Didn't get it. Governor Mike Pence from Indiana. But the governor has a pretty powerful spot as the transition head, should Donald Trump become president. Jim, what do you expect? You're going to be there? You're going to be on the floor? The governor's going to be leading the delegation?
He is really going to be the resume collector out of this convention, basically. He's going to be talking to people because he's going to be the transition director. There's no doubt that's already been assigned. It's likely that he would become, I think, most likely than any other job, it would be White House Chief of Staff. Very powerful job. I don't think he's going to get Attorney General because of the Bridgegate mix and all that's going on and not going on yet that they don't know about. But if he goes in on something like that. This isn't a great story for Hillary either because she's so disliked, her negatives are so high, and they're hard. They don't come up. Trump is probably the only candidate that she could beat among the Republicans. If the Republicans went to a middle-of-the-road candidate, they'd have more play in the electorals.
What's funny about talking to you is that I have the exact opposite take. I think that Trump is likely the only candidate that could put this in play for the Republicans.
Trump brilliantly made national security his #1 issue. When he was talking about banning the Muslims, he was talking about protecting this country. Hillary Clinton has shown her vulnerability because of the whole email scandal. So he is looking peachy right now.
Jim, you make a good point because Governor Christie, regardless of his administration's troubles, you got Jamie Foxx's indictment yesterday, David Sampson taking a plea, plus 3 other people on trial, all of them around Governor Christie. He's not the best guy to put in at AG, and he's certainly not the VP, but Chief of Staff. That appeals to Governor Christie's political instincts, which have always been extremely sharp.
All right, thanks, guys.
It takes a lot of courage to run for president. I've never done this before.
Understand what you want for your sensational video.
I don't want anything.
Excuse me, I'm answering the question.
We're going to make America great again and safe again. You're going to be so proud of your country.